So Anna, why decide to use PS said your official name?
Sure. PS is kind of my official name, actually. It is my initials. Um, it gives me some anonymity on the road as a solo female traveling person, and I am also an avid letter writer. I have been since I was a kid, so I
Okay.
just, the PS, the double, means
Makes
like
sense. I looked at your personal interest, craft beer.
that. Yeah. I used to do some home brewing.
Oh,
I haven't gotten around to it lately. Uh, Home cider has been more my thing because it's so easy. It's
how do you make
yeah.
home cider?
You just pitch some yeast on unpasteurized cider. It's so easy.
And long walks in the woods.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite parts of getting to tour around the country is whenever I have extra time, I just try to find local state parks. That's my plan for tomorrow morning.
You can go down Blackwater Falls
Yep.
and walk
Yeah.
down a hill.
Uh-huh.
It's a nice walk. And you like to form other bands, get together and do.
Yeah, I haven't gotten to play with that many people lately. My ultimate goal is to, when I'm touring enough regularly the same places, is to just play with people that are local. I don't really want to go on the road with people. I love traveling alone.
Well, yeah, see, just you now.
Yeah.
What's Greencastle, Pennsylvania like?
It's very small.
You know there is a music program there called the Music Garden, a Music Garden.
I did not actually know this.
It's an early childhood music program.
Oh, that's awesome. My parents did make us. But they paid for private lessons for a band instrument and piano the whole time when we were kids. But that's great. I love that that's happening.
And you ever been to John Allison's Public House?
Yes. So John Allison's used to be in the building that was Antrim Family Restaurant, which I grew up going to when I was a kid. And my grandmother would take us there for the Saturday morning buffet. But
How was the buffet?
it was great. I think.
What you remember?
Right. There's some nostalgia surrounding it. But yeah, I still hang out there every time I'm in town.
Now they got the beer sampling and the wine. The wine. I got a wine eating contest, but it
I
might
don't
be
know
wine.
about
It must be
that.
tasting.
Yeah.
So you also do audio engineering.
Yeah, I used to. I don't really do too much of that anymore. You know, it's hard to work events in the evenings when you want to try to play shows. So I really stepped away from that when I started doing music full time. But I still work the gig here and there.
Okay. And how do you get introduced to music?
Church for the most part. But also, like my parents made us learn, all of us kids, we had to learn piano and we had to pick a band instrument. So I started piano, I think, when I was about 7 and started flute in 5th grade. And it just captured my interest. I went through a bunch of different instruments. I learned trombone in middle school to play in jazz band. I bought a harp.
You bought a harp?
I bought a harp probably when I was like 16. I don't play it anymore.
All right.
But yeah, it just went from there and continued on with it, I guess.
And in your musical career, you were with Shiny Shiny Black for a short period of time.
Yeah, I don't honestly know how long we played together, but I played with, it was my friend Nate's band. I played with him before we actually called it Shiny Shiny Black. And they very gently kicked me out of the nest because they're like, you're not working on your music because you're working on our music. So go play your music instead.
Oh, so they're being nice.
Yes, we're very good friends. Nate did some recording for my last album. Yeah, but it was a joy to play with them. It kept me playing music when I wouldn't have been otherwise.
Oh, that's good.
So, yeah.
And you yourself have done you've tried out for the Tiny Desk concert.
Yeah.
And so did they.
Yes. Yeah, I don't really ever expect to get it, but it's good.
Why not?
Well, I don't know. I guess that's like how it is. Like someone has to get it, but it feels like the lottery maybe to me.
Well,
the lottery of music, like yeah.
Well, this year did you get in on time?
Yes. I think both times it's been like, oh, this is the last day to submit.
Yeah.
I am playing. I just booked a show at Lagunitas, which sponsors Tiny Desk Concert.
Okay.
I'm playing at Lagunitas in Chicago in October.
Ah.
Unrelated, sort of, but
Yeah. I'm going to ask you some stuff about Chicago, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, tell me a joke real quick.
A joke?
Yes, because when you were with the band, you used to do jokes on your video.
Yeah, so... Sorry, I just got off the road and I still have, like, road brain. There's two fish in a tank. One turns to the other and says, "Who's driving this thing?"
All right. That's good. It's just
not great
not
jokes
joke,
there.
right. What type of gear do you have when you're traveling? Since it's just you got to travel light.
Yeah, I do have a whole PA system in my car, though, and I can sleep in it. I have two little custom 50-watt speakers, which they should sponsor me because I'm a big fan of these speakers and promote them. And then I...
Name the speaker so if they hear they know who you're talking about.
Yeah, so the custom 50-watt speakers, they're great. They have 3 inputs. They do really well even in a decent-sized room, and, like, you know, they travel small. And so I have those. For my pedal board, I have a couple loop pedals, a Boss... it's a Boss R something, just the single one-button loop, and then a Jam Man vocal loop also. That's pretty much it.
Do you still have the Gretta amp?
No, not anymore.
What happened to that?
I sold it.
Oh, it's such a cute little amp.
I know it is such a cute amp. I don't regret selling my Les Paul because I wasn't playing it. But
the one that you had for the music teacher.
Yeah, but I kind of regret selling my Gretta amplifier.
You're now playing Seagull, right?
Okay, so I was. I just got a Furch guitar.
Oh, okay.
They were marketed as Stonebridge International in the U.S. for a while. I love Seagull. They're a great budget guitar, but playing 3-hour shows, like my right arm shoulder was just killing me, like reaching over my dreadnought. So I got a little parlor body Furch guitar that sounds great.
Why not Ovation?
Why not Ovation? I don't know. One of my friends had talked to me about the Furch guitars, and I got a great artist discount.
Yeah. It explains everything.
Yeah. Endorsement. So go check out Furch Guitars and...
All right. I'm going to name some bands from Michigan since you're in your search and your journey, you've been from Michigan.
Yes.
Sonny Bono.
No, I don't know that one.
You know who he is?
Yeah.
We know nothing about Sonny.
No.
Okay. Glenn Fry.
I'm not good at this game. No. Let me give my one little caveat. Like, I was homeschooled, and my excuse is that my parents didn't really let us listen to music.
Okay.
So I'm still catching up.
Okay. What about, let's try this. Iggy Pop.
Yeah, okay.
All right. What about Iggy Pop do you know?
I don't know really anything about Iggy Pop.
Okay. Bill Haley.
I don't know Bill Haley.
Bill Haley in the comics.
Okay.
Rock Around the Clock.
Okay.
White Stripes.
Yeah, I know the White Stripes.
Any
some of my friends went to see them when they were in Philadelphia.
All right. Your first album, Umbrella.
Yes.
How do you go about recording it? What was it?
Oh yeah. I was working at Indiana University of South Bend at the time, and
Close to Chicago.
Yes, just a couple hours really. I was working in the arts department, and my boss let me just use the space and use the equipment there to record. So I self-recorded all of it, and then one of my friends mixed and mastered it. Nate of Shiny Black.
Yes.
Yeah, so I actually recorded it twice, I think. It was a good, test experience, but I've gotten better, but I kind of hate the recording process. For some people, that's a great creative space, but for me, I love being on stage and that instantaneousness of it. Recording makes me nervous.
Right, because you make a mistake.
Yeah.
You can go back, but live is like. Just keep going.
I'm fine living with it, but recording, it just stresses me out.
And now your latest album, In the Veil.
In the Void.
Void, thank you. You have a Kickstarter project, or some type of self-funding.
I did a pre-sales for it. Yes.
How did it do?
Okay. I did. I paid for most of it out of pocket anyway, but it just helps to do that and get some more album sales. So I don't actually know. I have that information in a spreadsheet so I don't have to remember it.
Okay, good point. Very good point.
Yeah, I've been doing okay. I have it on vinyl, which is pretty cool, but it was quite a process. It would be a while before I would try to do vinyl again.
So you travel by yourself as a female. How's that?
I really love it. And honestly, I don't know, I think at a lot of my shows people are like, oh, that's so brave, or like, seems really unsafe, but I think the best people surround music, and I don't know, I've never felt unsafe touring by myself, really. Like, it's just been such a great experience. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we were talking about Chicago briefly, and you played at the Elbow Room.
Yeah.
How you like that little place?
It's a cool spot. I feel like I should have done more promotion, but I love those little like dive bar spots. Cities are hard.
Do you play upstairs or downstairs?
Upstairs. They actually had a band playing downstairs, which was interesting.
loud
with,
band.
Like yeah. That's not the first time I've played above or below a band where it's like, all right, I need to stay on my rhythm for my songs. Yeah, it was very much like an elbow room. It was a really small little.
You know
spot,
why it's called
but
Elbow Room?
I don't.
The building is the shape of the elbow because in the corner.
Oh, sure. Okay, that makes sense.
So we're after Purple Fiddle this weekend. Where are you gonna be heading to?
I'm back to Pennsylvania where my parents are. I'm a little light on the shows this week, so I'll probably play some open mics around there. Then I have a show in Greencastle. And after that, I'm on my way to Kansas. Man, where am I headed? I play in Kansas for a week, and then I'm in New Mexico and Arizona and Park City, Utah, and Denver, Colorado, I think. I have some shows around there. Then back through Kansas, home briefly, and then I'm going west again.
All right. Well, it should be a nice little tour.
Yeah, I'm keeping busy. This is my longest tour yet, so we'll see how it goes.
And like most musicians, they're touring. How do you stay funded during this whole time? I mean, it's hard.
Yeah, I don't know. My expenses are pretty low. I don't have any rent right now.
Right. You
So
live in your
it's mostly
car.
car repairs, car maintenance. Like those are the main expenses.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't need to eat too much. And people, I mean, that's the other thing. Like, people are extremely generous. I get fed, I get housed, I get well taken care of, very generously. Like, I'll never be able to pay back all the people who have helped me out, at least in my beginnings. Like, hopefully sometime.
Well, when we write chord album, put them in your liner notes.
Yeah.
Well, it's been a pleasure talking to you.
You too. Thank you so much.
Thank you.